Welcome back, boys and girls. And yesterday, January 23rd, it was a one hunt that really humbled me. But as I promised before, I'm gonna show it to you as it was. So here it goes. Coming back from a rainy California, I took a lot of venison with me for my family, so it was time to hunt again. And wouldn't you know it, we had snow on the ground and we had more snow coming. And as you know, I love to hunt in the snow, but the weather was getting warmer and we had rain in forecast, so I couldn't wait for the weekend. So I decided to take one of my students on the 23rd. And according to lunar calendar, we had deer movements between 10 a.m. to noon. And in the morning, it was way too cold. It was in 20 or 21. And in my personal experience, those in smaller deers do not like to move in very cold weather. So we decided to go in at 7:30. Since we're going in a little late and the temperature is going up around 10 a.m., let's hunt till 11:15 and call it a day. And in the morning, there was no movement whatsoever, not even a squirrels were moving. So at 10:54, I text my buddy and told him at 11:15, I'm coming down and retrieve my trail cam chip and coming to him. So I told him, stay up in the tree, keep hunting until I come. And as I was finishing up, thinking this is over, getting ready to climb down, right at 11:02, I saw movement on top of my eye, around 85, 75 yards away. And it was a good medium-sized doe. So I thought. And I got my rifle up, got ready to shoot, and he was kind of facing me, coring away. And in these shots, it's very hard to get a hard shot because his right front leg was covering the heart. So I waited, and I was thinking, if it's gonna turn around to go back, I'm gonna pull the trigger. But if it continues to come my way, I'm gonna wait till I have a perfect hard shot. So I waited. Take a look. Nah. Okay, now I'm gonna show you what I saw in my scope, and there's a lesson to be learned here. When I first had him on my crosshair, it was about 85, maybe 75 yards away. And again, his right front leg was covering the heart, so I had my crosshair on him. And since I have my scope down in low power, I have a wider view, so I decided to wait. Now here you could see this deer running for no reason. And it's very typical in the snow because when you have a lot of snow on the ground, they really don't have anything to graze on the ground. So they tend to move faster on the snow from point A to point B. So here you'll see my crosshair constantly going in front of the deer looking for the opening shot. And I have to stop him at the perfect position. Otherwise, if you stop him too early, he's gonna stop, look around, and you won't have a shot. And he knows something's wrong, and they might just take off really fast. So you really need to find the open shooting lane and stop him at a perfect time. And here you will see me do that, and you will see my crosshair perfectly on the heart, and I pulled the trigger, but I thought I saw something hanging down. And that's very typical of a gut shot, so I was a little concerned. And then I realized I had my rifle sighted in at 100 yards, and I didn't resight my rifle for the hunting season. Big mistake. And shooting down from a tree at 50 yards or so, it's gonna even shoot lower, so I was shooting about 2 to 3 inches low, and that was the problem. Nah. And here I'm gonna show you in a slow motion and zoomed in so you can see how the front leg was covering the heart and how I stopped it and shot it. Okay, we're going to hunt till 11:15 today, and right around at 11:02, I shot a nice medium size deer, and I used my beautiful Browning BAR, and it didn't go far. Watch out for the thorn brushes; they could be nasty. They could be nasty. Oh man, it looks like a partially gut shot.
Yep.
Damn. Not a very good shot placement. That's a lot of guts there. I thought I saw something just like hanging out. Alright, let's follow the trail. I think I see it. More blood here. Edge down. Yep, a lot of blood here. Thank God it didn't go too far. Oh, that's a lot of blood over here. A lot of thick blood over here. Huh. I have not made a gut shot in a very, very long while. Probably I can't even remember the last time I did a gut shot. 아, 이렇게 내장을 맞춘 건 진짜 오랜만입니다. 마지막 했던 게 기억도 안 나요. Ooh. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Whew. Wow, that's too much damage, man. Wow, look at that. That is humongous damage.
Some movement.
Yeah, I was aiming right here, and he shot a little low and took out the whole thing here. Not a pretty sight. Now, I was shooting 308 in 168 grain AccuBond. Is deadly, is very effective and accurate. And I first approached that, I thought it was a big mass. But later, as I was field dressing it, I realized it wasn't a gut shot. It was partially stomach, liver, and a little bit of the front leg. Now again, the deer went further than I expected, but it wasn't too far, and the meat damage was minimal. Man, we got nasty brushes here. Make sure you don't get any thorns in your eyes or your face, okay? It could get pretty nasty. Ooh, there's a nasty thorn over here. Okay, so this is where we came in. Right there, I'm gonna go through that. It's a good sized medium deer. It's got a plenty of meat on him. It's a button buck, but it's a good size. 작은 숫사슴이죠. 근데 고기가 꽤 많습니다. Okay, let me give you a hand. Asa! Alright. Okay. Okay. As you know, I take pride in my shot placement, but this was a very humbling experience for me. And having so many rifles, and that I have to resight in my rifles before hunting season. And again, I forgot to resight it in, and this is what I get for being lazy. Now, I had the new hunter drag the deer out, and here it looks like he's a Superman because when you drag the deer out on the snow, it's like pulling a sled, and it's easy. And that's one of the reasons why I like to hunt in the snow. And another reason is that because the contrast is so much easier to find the deer, and blood tracking the deer and tracking back out is so much easier because you could see everything on the snow. And also, when you see the deer tracks on the snow, you could also see how much traffic we have. And I am happy to say we still have a lot of deer movement. And toward the end of the video, I show you just a small clip of our trail cam from one camera where I shot my deer. And obviously, we split the deer half-half, but I gave him the better half, and I gave him a little bit more meat because this is his first season, and their family love venison. In fact, his daughter told him in the morning, "Dad, don't come home empty-handed." And thank God that wasn't the case. And the good news is that my buddy actually saw quite a lot of deer, but there was a group of deer moving from his behind on the right side, so he had a hard time shouldering the rifle to his left and didn't get a chance to shoot. And there was another case where he had the deer in front of him at about 60 yards, but all he could see was his butt, so he refrained himself from pulling the trigger, and I'm very proud of him. Good job, buddy. Okay, so this is actually a button buck, and as you can see, there's nothing showing, but it's right under the hair, so this is a legal size as for antlerless deer. And again, this is a good size button buck. We're gonna get a good meat out of it. We're gonna share it half and half. I'm gonna give him a better half. So you're gonna enjoy it. Thank God for this. And I also want to tell you guys, I made this video for the hunters, so I demonetized it because I didn't want to deal with the YouTube and their regulation. But this is educational video for us hunters. And here's a few recent pictures from the trail cam. And I am happy to say I did not get any picture of coyote this year. See ya.